All of my Curshie babes, welcome to another fabulous video with your girl Curshie. If you are new to my channel, I'd like to welcome you to the Curshie crew. So before we get started, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can stay in the know. For all of my babes who are returning, welcome back. Now let's get mixing. Alright, so today what we're going to do is I will be showing you guys how to make a pink glitter gloss. And this gloss is on my website as extra sugar. Okay, so what you will be needing today, you will be needing your lip gloss oil. So the oil that I use is my very own mixture of different oils, and this is our Curshie Cosmetics lip gloss oil. This is also available on our website. And then we'll be having our Versagel. Okay. And then for the flavoring oil that we will use, it's our watermelon flavoring oil from Loran Oils, and our glitter. Now the glitter that we use for this gloss is purple glitter, but realistically you can use any color glitter that you want. And then we have, of course, our scale. Scale is completely optional. Me personally, I do measure out how much oil I'm using versus how much Versagel that I'm using so that my lip glosses are consistent. You will need yourself a mixing bowl. You will need a spoon. You will need a syringe, 2 pipettes, and of course the tubing that you will be putting your lip gloss in. I have here with me a 15 ml tube, and I have here with me a 5 ml tube. Okay, and then of course you will also need your scissors. So when we go in and when we start to clean up our gloss, when I'm making one gloss like this, I just do a quick clean. And so we have our Yovrel Naturals hand sanitizing spray. I use that. It's antibacterial hand and surface sanitizing spray, so I personally use that to sanitize. And then we have our cotton pads that we will need as well. All right, now let's go ahead and get into making our lip gloss. All right, so first things first is I'm going to go ahead and turn on my scale and tare it so that it is zeroed out. Okay, put my cup on. I'm going to tare it. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and add my desired amount of lip gloss base, as you can see here. And I personally tend to do 3 ounces at a time. It's just me personally. Okay. All right, and that pretty much took all that. That's my 3 ounce right there. And then I'm going to tare it again so that I can add my oil. And guys, this oil is a blend that I created just with the oils that I like to use, that, you know, gives the moisture and everything that I like in my glosses. Now this right here, we may make a mess. I should have used a bigger bowl. So you guys, typically I do like to use a, you know, like a paper bowl, but you're gonna make this work. So we're just gonna go ahead and mix, you guys, okay? So that's what I'm doing right here. And I'm actually gonna take it off my scale because I'm making a mess on my scale. And I'm just going to mix, 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 mix. And like I said, you do want to use a bigger bowl for this process. So if y'all actually give me one moment, I'm gonna go ahead and switch my bowl so we're not making that big of a mess. All right, y'all, so we had to switch our bowl up. That's okay. So we have our measurements and we have our Versagel and our oil. So we're just gonna go ahead and mix that up. Okay, and that's like I'm doing right now. Just mixing, mixing, mixing. And this is my consistency, if you guys, you know, want to know. That's my consistency. Okay. All right, and we can actually go ahead and put our scale to the side because we are finished with that. Okay. Yep, so now we're just going to sit here. We're going to mix. And it's pretty much all well mixed up. Okay. Now the next thing that you want to do is we're going to go ahead and take our, remember this is our watermelon flavoring oil. And the reason why we have 2 syringes is because I actually like to go ahead and take my syringe so that I'm not pouring too much. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 drops. Okay? So we're going to start off with 5 drops of our watermelon flavoring oil. And as you guys can see, it's the flavoring oil that is going to give your gloss that pink color. See? It's your flavoring oil that does that for you. That's why, as you guys can notice, there's no coloring, no mica, no mica pigments, no pigment oil. Because, I'm sorry, pigment powder, because it is actually our flavoring oil that is going to give us that pink color. Okay, so we're just going to mix that really, really good until we no longer see the streaks. Yep. If you pick your spoon up, see if I can get you guys to see that. Not sure if we can really see it that much in the camera, but sometimes you get like red streaks. We're just going to mix until that's gone. All right, perfect. Okay, now what we're going to do, this is the fun part, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take our glitter. Now when it comes to the glitter, it's up to you, okay? How much glitter do you want? How sparkly do you want your lips to be, okay? So we're going to add a generous amount of our glitter. And we're going to mix some more. Okay? Yes. See that? And with using the purple, I noticed that it gives it a different color, which I personally like. So, y'all see that? Beautiful. 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 Okay. So now that we have that well mixed, we're going to go ahead and move on to preparing our pipette so that we can go ahead and pipe our tubes. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start off with a fresh tube. Personally, I like to use the 20 ml tubes because I just personally feel like that creates less air bubbles for me. So what we're going to do with our tube, with our syringe, we're going to take it apart and we're going to cut the tip. Now, when you're using a bigger syringe, such as like a 60 ml or a 100 ml syringe, you want to cut the fat part. But with these 20 ml syringe, I'm actually going to go ahead and cut the skinny part. About right there. So when I cut it, sometimes I cut it too short, but that's perfect. And that was actually perfect. But it's perfectly fine if you cut it too short, because guess what? You can always snip off a little bit more. If you snip too much, then you got to get yourself a new syringe. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and I cut at 2.5 ml. So right there is where I cut. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut that. Boom. I'm going to go ahead and move that out of our way. Now what we're going to do, y'all see that? Y'all, she is so pretty. Let's just admire her for a second. Shine bright like a diamond. Okay, now what we're going to do, here's the trick, you guys, to not making a mess, okay? What we're going to do is you're going to take your lip gloss base, and here, let me get in the camera. So I may make a mess, but this is just to show y'all how not to make a mess, if that makes sense. So you're going to put the spoon in, and you're going to twist, all right? You're going to twist. When you're twisting, it's causing your Versagel to twist. It's causing it to be skinny, and not a lot of it is going to go in at one time. All right? Then you're going to take it and you're just going to scrape, push up, and just dab. And look, we did not even make a mess. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to push it down. I'm going to pull it back up. And I'm going to do it again so you guys can see. Try to get you guys at a better angle here. Alright. So we're going to get some of our Versagel. Okay. We're going to tap, tap, tap. It's going to start to go in. And we're going to twist, twist, twist. It's going to cause your Versagel to twist, twist, twist as well. Once your spoon gets like so, not a lot on there, you're going to scrape down. Push forward to push that back in there. Dab, dab, dab inside, and boom. Okay? So that's what I like to do just so I don't have a big mess. Alright. We're going to push that down in there. And what we're going to do first, yeah, go ahead and squeeze those air bubbles out, lady. Alright, what we're going to do first is we're going to do our 5 ml tube first. Just going to put that in there. Now I actually see an air bubble coming, so I'm going to just squeeze that out real quick. Push that down in there. Slowly but surely, work our way up, ladies. And I kind of do like this back and forth motion. I'm not sure if you guys can really see it. Alright. Now what we're going to do is, we got a little bit of mess right there. We're just going to wipe that off with our finger. And boom. That's another thing that you guys might want to have if you don't, is like a towel or something underneath. So it limits the mess that you make on your table, on your surface. Boom. And boom. Goes right in there. Okay. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pipe our 15 ml. Now this has about 8 ml left in it, so we're just going to go ahead and put some more. Now you can go ahead and pipe what's in there and then just come back and pipe some more. But me personally, I just like to make sure that we get it all done at the same time. And this is just putting it in there with that technique. Okay. Right. Okay. Cool. All right. Now I'm gonna take this. And we're gonna get to going. And this is really where you will be able to see that back and forth motion that I told you guys about. And that just helps to make sure that every corner is getting filled and that you're not having many air bubbles. Very, very pretty. Now we're just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna wipe that. I'm gonna take our stopper, put that in. Okay, well, this is what we have. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how we clean our tubes. Alright, so we have our tubes. So as you guys can see with our 15 ml wand tube, I have not yet put the cap on because what I personally like to do is I like to go ahead and grab one of my cleansing pads, and I just like to go ahead and wipe that mouthpiece off real quick. And then at that point, I will go ahead and put my top on. Okay? Alright. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take that same one and we're going to hold our tube with it. Now we're going to spray. Okay? As well as we're going to come over here and we're going to spray our second cotton pad. And we're just going to wipe that off. Wipe that off. Boom. There we go. And we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to pick this up and wipe that off. Okay. Now, at this point, your gloves are all sticky. So at this point is when we're going to go ahead and take our gloves off. Ta-da! Alright. And then we're just going to fill just to make sure that it's all cleaned off properly. Boom. Now finally, our final step is we're going to go ahead and add our label, right? Because how else are they going to know this is your gloss if you don't have a label on it? So we're going to go ahead and add our label. Okay. Like so. So now we have our Curshie Cosmetics logo. Alright. Second side, our Curshie Cosmetics logo. We're going to go ahead and add that on our wand tube. And boom, there you have it. And now it's time to do our photo shoot. Alright, so I will go ahead and insert those pictures from our photo shoot here. Thank you guys for tuning in to my video and for supporting my channel. Be sure to go ahead and follow us on Instagram and show some love on my website at www.curshiecosmetics.com. See you guys on the next video. Love you, Curshie babes.